From New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
How you doing? The kids have come to play today. You won't believe what I'm about to tell you. With all due respect, have several seats. My girls are always turned out. I give it to you straight, no chaser.
Now, here's Wendy.
Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topic. Thank you. Joy. So, love you more. Thank you. So, last night, first of all, I want to shout out to all the students on the campus of NYU here in New York. Yeah. And a shout out to the program board. Thank you so much for inviting me to speak for such a long, luxurious time. Well, I was Professor Wendy. Do you want to be in my class? I spoke for an hour, and then I did Q&A for an hour, and, you know, all the young people there were just so wonderful, and I got home in time to see the last 20 minutes of Empire. Well, there's a lot going on. Cookie seems to be smitten with a man. Marissa Tomei and Lucius had a threesome. Just so good. Just so good. Thank you last night. So, you know, we've been talking about Gwen and Gavin and the disillusion of their marriage. And, you know, she said that there was something particular that happened the night of the Grammys that made her say, that's it, I'm done. Now, you know, we've already talked about stair steps in fights. You fight, but you'll try to work it out. Then you fight, but you try to work it out. But then there's that fight where there's no working it out. Well, according to Us Weekly magazine, we've discovered that Gavin allegedly had a 3-year affair with their nanny. Well, okay, 3 years carrying on. Back in February, apparently it was Gwen, allegedly, who saw a text of nude pictures of the nanny on her son's iPad because the iPad was linked to Gavin's phone. Now, I don't know how you make these arrangements, but that's some really good grade A detective work, Gwen. Okay? And so the nanny is some young chippy that Gwen was treating like a little sister. And she worked for the family for 7 years. So it's hard for me to believe that this affair was only going on for 3. Gavin reportedly left the hospital after Gwen gave birth to, you know, they have 3 kids, to one of the kids to have alleged sex with the nanny. He is dead wrong. But she's worth more. But you know what? I would clean his clock. Lemony. Anyway, I think that this whole thing seems to be, and you know, divorce is never like one person's fault or the other person's fault. It's usually 2 people have culpability, but in this particular case, I feel like Gavin is majority fault. Gwen, you know, not for nothing. I don't understand how you married him after finding out about Marilyn Peter. Like the whole Marilyn Peter thing, and I get it, it was before you knew Gavin and, you know, whatnot, but once a man starts experimenting back there, it takes a particular woman, and I guess she's that girl. But anyway, so in the meantime, the nanny was trying to be Gwen. According to, yes, it's worse. It's worse. According to the dailymail.com, the nanny started dressing like Gwen. Okay, so, but... But here's the thing. You know, if Gwen was treating her like a little sister, then, you know, Gwen, and she's got that clothing line. So when you have a clothing line, you know, I've got a line on HSN, I have dresses. But I say all that to say, like, when you have a clothing line, you keep some stuff for yourself, but if you get 5 of the same kind of dresses, because you're the one building them, then you give, you know, 4 away to people that you care about. But you don't think that they're gonna style steal and steal your man. It is terrible. And you know, again, we can talk about this nanny thing all day long. You know, you can pick a less attractive nanny, a real attractive nanny. Men, not all of you, are pigs. And you all just seem to go for whatever is convenient at the time. Look at Arnold and Mildred. I don't know, you know, this is definitely also hurtful, and she shouldn't feel any ways about whatever people say negatively about being with Blake. You have fun with Blake there on The Voice. And Gavin, The reason why I say this is Gavin's fault, it's because, you know, when you do stuff like that, it's the person with the most to lose who's at fault. This little girl, you know, what, a 20-something in the house for 7 years, flitting around, you know, in Gwen's clothes. In the meantime, Gavin's the one with the wife and 3 kids. And now, while there's no career going on, because I haven't heard a song from Bush, well, that's his band. If they're still together, I don't know. But Gavin declined to comment, but I am. Real Housewives of the OC. Now, I've told you plenty of times, like this series has been on for like 8, 9, 10 years. I watched the first season and then I bowed out. And then I know, I was wrong. I'm wrong. Because now it's so juicy with, yeah. Brooks Ayers, that's his name. Brooks Ayers, there he is. Well, he's been busted. You know, he was dating the one with those, Vicky, with the dimples to die for. Well, Vicky sells insurance, and she does a really good job at it. Like, she's amassed millions on her own, okay? And Vicky's been married twice, and she's got grown kids. One of her kids happens to be a daughter who accused Vicky on the reunion, if you saw, that's her. She said Brooks hit on her. And Vicky was so in denial on TV, I had to blink 5 times, like, what am I watching right now? Anyway, so apparently, Brooks just admitted that he has created fake medical documents to prove that he does have cancer. Now, mind you, who lies about disease? I don't know. But remember, the housewives all didn't believe that he had cancer. And Vicky was trying to defend him as well as defend, like she was fighting them with Brooks and the daughter with, no, he didn't hit on you. And it was all going down on one show on TV. And I'm like blinking and looking. I'm like, what am I watching? Wow. Anyway, Brooks and Vicky have been dating for 4 years. So this is a real love thing. And now she's admitted that perhaps she was less than smart regarding the daughter, regarding Brooks and his cancer. So she's moved on. She's got a new boyfriend. Brooks brought documents. And, okay, do we have the documents like we talked about in the meeting this morning, even though I said they were stupid? Okay, go ahead. Show the documents. This is what he showed E! News. Okay, so apparently these documents over here headline the fake ones that Brooks made up. And these over here are the real ones. He sat down with E! News and showed the alleged hospital documents. Okay, take a look, and then we'll talk.
These are the 3, again, from my portal, the 3 bills that referenced the days that I got my treatment.
Okay. Oh, yeah, October 23rd. It's 33,000 every time. 33,000 for 1 chemo.
Okay. While you were watching, I had a quick meeting with Suzanne behind the scenes.
Yes.
Just because what I got from this whole clip is the interviewer looks like Michael Jackson. Show it again. Can you show it again? Deb, am I asking too much?
Again, from my portal.
Watch.
The 3 bills that referenced the days that I got my treatment.
Okay. Oh, yeah, October 23rd. It's 33,000. 33,000 for 1 chemo.
This stupid, silly show. So Brooks just came clean and admitted the truth, and here's what he said. Well, and then I got more to say. I always do. Words cannot express the deep regret that I have in fabricating documents to prove to the world that I, in fact, have cancer. What I did was wrong and inexcusable. Okay, so he admits he lied. Like I said, Vicky broke up with him. She's now moved on to another man. She, and you know, but if I were Brooks, I wouldn't have sat down with anybody with some medical documents. Like, that's private. What you do is you call all the housewives together to the house in the living room. Sit. You know, you serve grapes and cheese. And you get them lubricated with the wine. Then, wait, hold on, I'm not finished. Then you make sure there are no cameras there, because if this is your health and it's cancer, you don't need cameras to prove nothing. You bring in 2 of the doctors from your team. You know, when you're on code blue with your life, everyone doesn't just have one doctor. When, you know, you have a team. Bring at least 2 from your team to sit in the living room and talk to these girls, but you don't need to show them. And Brooks, there's a special place reserved next to Gavin for you. A shout out to the makeup room at The View. How y'all doing? Because they watch, because then The View comes on in 45 minutes. Okay. So a shout out to Joy Behar. Last night I was a guest on the 2nd show in her new series of talk shows that's going on. It's called Late Night Joy. No. Here's the ridiculous part to me, because, you know, I'm creepy and private. I believe in the killer. They tape it in her actual apartment that she actually shares with her longtime partner, who's now her husband, Steve. Me and Joy and Susie Yesman and Alex were all talking in the living room. All of a sudden, I gotta do something about the boobs. But I am still in love, so no time soon, darling. Anyway, so we're doing a talk show, but we're in her house, and the phone rang, like randomly, in the middle of just look. If you were going to run away from your current life, where would you go?
That's a good one.
Jeez, what can you
Off
take
the top of your head.
Off the top of my head, at this particular time in my life... No, are you talking about my personal life?
You're gonna have to get...
No, go ahead.
I have to answer the phone. Think about it.
We're really on the TV. So is it my personal life or my professional life?
Whatever you choose.
Okay,
Hello?
well, it wouldn't be run away from my...
Hello?
Do I continue to answer? I
Hello?
love this. This is such real life. Look, the killer's calling her. Okay, so it was weird, but in a funny way. And you know, we've known Joy for a long time, but literally the green room, like where you get makeup touch-ups, was a guest room with a bed and everything. Steve wasn't there, but there were like 25 or 30 people in her apartment. There were wires every place. It was, you have to watch. So the question that she was asking before the killer called was, if you were gonna run away from your current life, where would you run? I would live in Manhattan. Now, this is if, you know, the Kevins didn't exist and, you know, nothing. There's no Shaquille the dog. There's no nothing. I would live in Manhattan. At this time in my life, I would live in Manhattan. I would still like to do the talk show. I would have a lover. I would have a lover, and well, excuse me, everyone needs somebody, you know? I would have a lover, and he would be at least 10 to 15 years older than me and very wealthy. And I would spend my days doing things, because I have the talk show, so that's fun to do, but I would be going like to NYU to speak to the kids. I would love to do charity work. I would love to have, you know, lunches with, you know, the charity girls, and then go back home to my lover, and I would always be young to him, and I'd be very coquettish, and he would treat me like a Cupid doll, and I would accept it. That's it. By the way, in addition to all this, I am a comedian of sorts. All right, I'm a storyteller. And I'll be telling my stories for the, I think, 19th time now. I've been around the country. Shout out to everybody who's seen me. I hope you laughed and got your money's worth. I'm gonna be at the State Theater in New Brunswick, New Jersey on December 12th. And I wear a nice costume, and I talk to you like we're at the kitchen table, and you get your libations before you come in and have your seat. And I bring a DJ, and I have a grand set. And, you know, it's fun. It's very fun to talk salty. So for more information, go to wendyshow.com, and I'll see you in New Jersey on December 12th. Oh, here comes fall. Here it comes. Oh. You know what that means. It's time for Wendy's Windfall. Come on, Suzanne. Suzanne?
Yes.
I like your fascinator.
Thank you. I'm getting ready for the Royals.
Yeah, you're trying to be royal.
Yes.
They're here today. All right, let's meet today's contestant. Let's get them on the line. I do like it, though. Do you feel fancy?
Hello?
Hello, Minnie Airsoy in Arlington, Virginia. How you doing?
Yes.
It's Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Minnie. Okay, Minnie, you're today's contestant on Wendy's Windfall. Have you been watching our show every day on WTTG in Arlington, Virginia?
Oh, my God. Every day, Wendy. Every day.
Thank you, Minnie. All right, Suzanne's going to spin the wheel so we can find out how much you're going to be playing for. Hit it! You're playing for $2,000.
All right.
Okay, Minnie, you've got to listen closely. You're going to have 15 seconds to give me the correct answer. Your first answer is your only answer, okay?
Okay.
All right, Minnie. Yesterday, during Hot Topics, we talked about Shia LaBeouf's latest stunt, where he's watching all of his movies in New York at a theater over a 3-day period. Which Shia movie did we send my Ashley from Hot Topics to go see with Shia? And go!
Nymphomaniac.
Yes! You got it! $2,000, Minnie. Thanks for watching.
Thank you so much.
We've got more great show for you, everybody. Up next, Elizabeth Hurley and the entire people of Royals are here. They're going to be spilling the tea, so don't go far. Thank you. When Hot Topics meet the Hot Talk panel, here come the fireworks. Don, Allie, and comic Bill Engvall talking the biggest headlines in Hot Talk.
Wendy, we're gonna fight.
Excuse me. Extra hot, just like I like it.
Tomorrow on a new Wendy.
Our first guest star in one of my favorite shows on TV. It's called The Royals. It's filled with drugs, sex, and scandal. And the new season, I know, premieres Sunday night. Take a look.
You are very similar to him. People used to say that about Robert, but Simon had tenacity and drive and a lot of the qualities that you have.
Do you realise you're talking about a man who supposedly is not my biological father?
Yes, I do realise that. But what I'm telling you is that when it comes to your greatness, biology is irrelevant.
Please welcome the cast. It's Elizabeth Hurley. It's Jake Mascal. It's Alexandra Park and Tom Austin, as well as William Mosley. Come on out, you guys! Welcome back. You look terrific. Thank you very much. Thank you. Jake?
I get a hug then, huh?
Your character. Okay.
I need to apologize.
Hi, young lady. Hello. I love your character as well. Hi, handsome. Welcome. Welcome to our show.
Thanks for having me.
Have a seat. You know, when you really love a show, you get caught up and you forget that they're just acting. They're not the real people. I'm sorry, but your character is the worst who's ever done it. That's it. And Elizabeth, okay, Elizabeth plays the queen, and, okay. But her husband, the king, was murdered in the season finale. So what do we expect this season?
Well, you're right. It's in a way, it's hard to top that. By the end of season 1, the king is dead, the Prince of Wales is dead. I've slept with my daughter's boyfriend, the beautiful Jasper.
Right.
And unbeknownst to me, but the audience know, he has ordered a hit on my lover of 25 years. So that's where we start.
And you also declared your children...
illegitimate.
Illegitimate.
These two. Yeah, these two beauties. Yeah.
So, Jake, your character, Cyrus, he's the new king.
Yep, King Cyrus.
And he's ruthless. And you all have been plotting this all along.
Yeah, we were in cahoots season 1.
Right. Because the king, who's now dead, wanted an end to the monarchy.
Yes, he wanted to dissolve the monarchy, so
yes.
we had to step in.
And kill him. Well, so what is the craziest thing that you, as Cyrus, has had to do on the show?
Whoa. Quite a few things. But this season, season 2...
Yes.
I had to do something very disgusting, which was... I had to bite into the neck of a cooked swan.
Oh, here it is. Now, swans are very revered.
That's for real as well. It was so disgusting. It wasn't actually a swan, it was a goose, because you're not allowed to eat swans because they all belong to the queen herself.
Right.
So they cooked up goose, and it was cold, and I bit into it, and my mouth was just fat and grease, and it was disgusting.
Elizabeth, I love your character, because this is what I always say, and, you know, I can appreciate the royal family, but I kind of started to lose interest when Diana, her untimely death. But you're the type of queen, you're the type of royals that I like to watch, because everybody's sexy, you get high all the time. And Alexandra. But Elizabeth, you're a young, beautiful royal, which makes it fun. I think a lot of times, you know, over here, when we think of the queen, we think of somebody older.
In her 80s. Yeah.
Yes. So, are you going to be even bitchier this season?
Well, I have to say, if you thought I was bad in season 1, I'm worse in season 2.
Well,
we all are, actually. Yeah.
But her mother on the show is the legendary Joan Collins.
Joan.
And so this season, I expect that we're going to see both characters unravel so we understand the source of your meanness.
That's exactly what happens. In fact, we all unravel in season 2. Look, I mean, she's heaven. I mean, she's one of my favorite people in the universe.
Yeah, she's fabulous.
And she is as good as she looks. She's amazing. Yeah, we all sort of break down, and Joan's in it a lot. She has a very important part to play in this, and it turns out there's been some deep, dark secrets that have been around for more than 25 years, and she was the linchpin of all of them.
Okay.
And it affects every single one of us sitting around here today. So there's a lot of scandal to come.
Now, Tom, you play the bodyguard.
Yes.
What can we expect from you this season?
A lot of bodyguarding.
That was good.
That was good.
That was good.
Well done. He takes his top off, too. A lot.
A lot.
That's nice.
Right now, it's a sexy royal family. And then Alexandra, I just love your scenes. You know, she is the party girl princess, which is great. You are not shy about your get high.
Yeah.
You're not shy about your love of men.
No.
And a good time. Are you anything like that in real life?
I'm exactly the same.
Perfect.
Just kidding. Just kidding. All for lols. No. No.
I also, you know, in addition to you guys' storylines and the acting, I really do enjoy the fashion. And yes, really good. So, Elizabeth, how do you pick your fashion, and do you get to keep stuff?
I've stolen quite a lot of my wardrobe.
Perfect.
Yeah, but the Queen's wardrobe is now E. Hurley's wardrobe. And this year's great. I get to wear a lot of Victoria Beckham, Alexander McQueen, really cool stuff.
Yes.
It's great.
Alexandra, what about you?
I've nicked a few things.
Yeah, I nicked a few things.
that I was wearing earlier.
Oh.
Yes. These are Elizabeth's. Yeah, I like to nick things wherever I get a chance.
Yeah.
You know.
Now, William, I understand you actually met the real royal family. How was that?
Yeah, I did meet the real royal family. Met them on several occasions, and there they are. So I met the Queen, I met Prince Charles, I met the Duke of Edinburgh, and Camilla. All at sort of different times.
Do you know what I secretly think? Because they filmed this in London, and all of you all still live over there, correct? I think that the royals probably secretly watch.
I think
we think so.
Right there.
I do. So, Elizabeth, you look fabulous.
Thank you.
And, you know, I was speaking with Christy Brinkley yesterday, and, you know, she's 61, and we were both saying, like, why do people lie about their age? So, Elizabeth's about to be 50 years old.
And I have a confession. I am 50 years old.
Okay.
I was in June.
Fantastic. So, we were talking about you the other day on Hot Topics, because I showed that picture of you in the yellow bikini, and I'm just like, really?
Everyone was talking about that picture.
You've got a very strong core.
Well, it's backlit. Don't get too excited. A lot of light coming from behind.
Well, it looks terrific. So now your son is 13.
He is.
Is he in those years where is he embarrassed at all about mom being, you know, sexy and fun and...
No, you know, he loves all that. He was actually like a team mascot when we were filming the roles, wasn't he? Yeah. He came on the set nearly every day, and he is besotted with Alex. Aww. Besotted. I used to have to photograph the pair of them together almost every day, and he'd be like, Mum, you can just move out of the shot. Because I used to always be there, no, out.
He just hangs out in Eleanor's bedroom with me. We, like, take naps together.
Oh,
nice.
He's obsessed with her.
He's in those years,
Yeah.
So, Alex, you and Tom, you post a lot of pictures on social media. Is there anything
that we should know about?
Right.
Oh, yes, there they are, Tom.
Oh, yeah. It's cute.
I knew we shouldn't have posted that one. We're best friends. We're living together in LA at the moment. Yeah, we're just kind of like brother and sister.
Very brother and sister.
We get thrown into these... like, our first scene together for the pilot was a bed scene where both of us were nude, essentially. And, you know, you become close.
Yes.
Expedite the progress.
I see.
But then, we just became really, really good mates very quickly.
Okay, so you guys, up next, the cast is going to stick around and reveal juicy secrets in a fun game called Spill the Tea. Don't go far. This show, we're back with the cast of the Royals, and we're going to play a game called Spill the Tea. Here's how it works. I'm going to ask some steamy questions, and then if your answer is yes, you've got to sip your tea and then spill the tea. Okay. First question. Have you ever stolen anything from the set? Whoever sits? Oh. Really, Jake?
I'm afraid so, yes.
What'd you steal?
On our first day of filming, I think it was the first scene of season 1, a box is delivered to my side. I open the box and it's full of money with my face on. So a few of those notes ended up in my pocket and back home.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Question 2. Have you ever bragged about having a sex scene with a sexy co-star? Oh! Tom, do tell.
Well, they're sitting right here, so it's a little bit uncomfortable. A long time ago, well, not that long ago, I had a poster of Elizabeth on my wall, and I shared a room with a load of friends, and then, you know, may or may not have had to have a little brag about that.
Okay. But William, you also sipped.
I did also sip. You know, I've worked with some beautiful women, and I worked...
28.
I'm only 28, and I worked with Cara Delevingne's sister, Poppy Delevingne, who is equally as beautiful. And I was on the phone to my girlfriend, long day, and she said, how was the day? I said, you know, it's one of those days, just made out with a model all day. It was really, really awful. And safe to say that phone call ended very quickly. That was probably not the best thing to say.
We live and we learn.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, third question. Have you ever gotten kicked out of a public place? Of course, our party princess. Alex, what happened?
Well, this wasn't even like a party joke. I got kicked out of school, nearly, because I had a strike for eating in class, and I got to 5 strikes, and I got kicked out of class.
What were you eating?
Just general snacks.
She's a very hungry girl.
Like a yogurt, like an apple. I get very hungry.
I understand. Thank you. All right, here's the 4th and final question for the Royals. Have you ever hooked up with a fan? Elizabeth.
I have.
Do tell.
But I'm not ashamed of it, and I'll tell you why. Because I was at an event with Elton John, and a man came up to me and said, Miss Hurley, if you make out with my son, I'll give Elton John's AIDS Foundation £50,000. So I said, well, you're going to have to ask Elton that. So he went and spoke to Elton. Elton turned to me and went, get up. That's it. Up I got, and we had a big smooch. He was 25 years younger than me, and they paid £50,000.
Fantastic. That was worth it. Thank you all for being here very much. I'm a fan of the show, and I love you all. The new season of The Royals premieres on Sunday night at 10 o'clock on E, and we'll be right back. Let's heat it up. Hot Mondays are hotter than ever, with an extra helping of hot topics to start your week. Plus, hello, Wendy! Our windfall keeps on rolling. Will I be calling you next?
Monday on a new Wendy.
Through November 25th, we're gonna blow you away with Wendy's windfall of cash. I'm calling Lucky Wendy watchers with questions about the show. Then the wheel spins to decide how much they could win. Watching Wendy could get you a windfall. Find out how to play on my Facebook page now. How you doing? Time for Ask Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. I'm Ronise. How you doing?
Hi, Ronise.
So, I've been in my relationship for 20 years. We have 6 kids together. Okay. 10 years ago, he asked me to marry him, but we got into an argument, so I called off the engagement.
What'd you argue about?
Because I didn't want his friend bringing his raggedy girlfriend.
Okay.
So it was my wedding.
Now,
I should have that right.
How old are your kids?
My oldest is 20. My youngest is 3, and I have 4 boys, 18, 14, 11, and 7.
Okay. So what's your question?
So my question is, I want to get married now, but he said he'll never ask me again. But I want to be on the beach in Hawaii with my hair blowing in the winds, with my 6 kids there watching us come together. So, should I propose to him?
No.
No?
I don't think that women proposing ever works. Besides, he's not going anyplace. He's got you locked down 6 times. Number 1. Number 2, why don't you just plan a family vacation?
Okay.
I've seen this happen when we're on vacation. All of a sudden, you know, the workers at the hotel are setting up a tent on the beach, and next thing you know, there's a wedding, and I'm standing on the balcony looking like, wow, I'm a witness. Does it have to be a big affair? Do you want hundreds of people?
No, I just want me, him, and the kids. That's it.
Well,
but I want it in Hawaii.
Okay. Plan a trip to Hawaii and let him know what you would love to do and see if he asks you. I don't believe in women asking men to get married.
But I love him.
I don't. He's not going anywhere.
I know he's not.
Yes.
He's not.
All right. Very well.
Thank you, Wendy.
Celebrity Said What is next? We've got Wendy Bling just for you. T-shirts, Diva Fans, my favorite mug, and more. Go to wendyshow.com and click Shop Wendy.
Are you shopping?
We love our celebrities. They say some of the craziest things, so we're playing a game called Celebrity Said What? Let's meet our player. What's your name? Where are you from?
Chantel from Rahway, New Jersey.
How you doing, Chantel? All right, here we go. This is the quote. I flirt with anyone, man, woman, animal, inanimate object. Anything to get the party going. Was it Elizabeth Hurley, Madonna, or Vivica A. Fox?
Elizabeth Hurley, because she's flirty.
Yes! $100 gift card for Godiva Chocolate.
Thank you, Wendy.
Eye candy is next. Yeah, you did a good job. Excuse me. This is a Tara White, and she's my eye candy for obvious reasons. Talk about it.
How you doing, Auntie Wendy?
Okay.
So my earrings and my dress is from a vintage store in LA. I paid $5 for my earrings, $20 for my top, well, my dress. And of course, honey,
$20?
Oh, yes, $20.
But talk about where the money went.
Oh, but honey, you already know my shoes speak for themselves. Oops.
Louis Vuitton. Thank you, Atara. Here's your Diva Fan. We'll be right back. Thank you, woman. No, we need that back. Tomorrow, the Hot Talk panel is breaking down the biggest stories of the week. Plus, my friend, rapper Jeezy, is stopping by. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye-bye.
Nice.